Hello everybody, welcome back. My name's Mamiya and today we're going to be checking out some more of the awesome Hades-like Windblown. So, in last episode, in case you missed it, we made a big bonk build. It was essentially massive two-handed weapons, mainly the charge blade, and we had echo, so we were doing big single damage hits, and then the echo was duplicating that hit and multiplying it. So we were pretty much one-shotting almost every enemy except bosses. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, do go check out my previous video, and there will be a link to the playlist, the Windblown playlist, in the description below. But as always, we're gonna do a little breakdown of the build setup going into this run. So if you wanna skip ahead to the start of the run, there will be chapters in this video. So feel free to click on the start run chapter. But for now, let's get into the build guide. So, for this build, I basically wanted to build around, mainly, we want to do a scythe build. So we're doing like on-hit effects that aren't your damage over times and kill effects, because scythes basically hit super frequently, once every 0.5 seconds. So if we can get something that triggers off hits, then the scythes are a really good way of doing that. We are doing close range melee weapons, so all of these have pretty like really close range attack, so within the range of our scythes, if we were to pick them up, basically we're not going to want to be using alter attacks much once again in this build. So yeah, these are all there pretty much just so we can get in close and deal a lot of damage. Then we got trinkets, just your same bog standard trinkets. Probably don't need ultra laser for this build. Do you know what, actually, I do love an ultra laser, but if we do an on-hit effects, we could do burn auras and bleed auras. The only thing is, they wouldn't be that strong unless you have the other burn and bleed talents in, and we're not putting them in. We've already done a damage over time build at the moment, so we'll probably leave that a bit until we go back into bleed and burn. But for today, all of these trinkets create an area around you, or like a damaging zone around you. Marks just apply extra damage, and ultra laser. These two don't really fit in the build, but every other trinket has an effect that hits enemies around you. That's the kind of thing that we're going for. A short radius around us being like dealing tons of damage. Then we've got our gobbling fish and protect fish as always. And then gift wise, we've got the same general gifts, just stuff that gives us boosts, more damage, bit of healing, lifesteal flasks, all the usual. Deadly extension might be critical for this build, because one of the main gifts you can get in the scythe tree is a scythe is triggered on kill. So this will just make it so we get way more scythes, twice as many scythes actually, because that effect will be triggered when an enemy gets to 50% HP, and also great in boss fights because on kill effects now trigger on bosses when they lose 15% of their HP. So this is something that we're gonna wanna be looking out for. Proximity, all of our weapons are just melee weapons, so that's 35% extra damage. Obviously, deadly explosions, an extra on-kill effect that we probably want to pick up just to stun enemies. We got refillable flask, and... Ooh, I should get rid of alter attacks here. Do you know what? We'll keep them in because we need that 80. We probably won't be using alter attacks that much, hopefully. Then we've got corrosive, just creates a corrosive pool underneath you, so that's more AoE damage around you. Various different ways to trigger it. Crystallize is just amazing. If you can get all three of these, so weak foes can be crystallized, basically means every single enemy you can crystallize. Pardon me. And crystallize is essentially just an execution. So when an enemy gets to a certain amount of max HP, you can press L2 and instantly finish them off. We get scaling damage from upgrading crystallize here. The numbers can get pretty wild. And then crystallized barrier gives you a lot of extra health. Barrier is basically an uncapped max HP, but it's not permanent, so you can't heal it back up. It just gets consumed before your HP gets consumed. Then we got curse for obvious reasons, because curse just gives you stacking damage buff. And we've just got extra final curse, reduced damage for a little bit of defense on curse, hit supply curse. This is going to be fantastic if we get some scythe action going, because it's going to make every scythe do a lot more damage. Stunning as well. Opportunity works in a similar way to crystallize, except it's a different way to trigger it. Rather than the enemy be requiring low health to trigger, this is when final curse is activated. We can press L2 and stun every target with final curse. And then we got curse replication. 50% of the damage you deal to a target with final curse is also dealt to other targets with final curse. Then we got our freezes and our goos. Freeze freezes an enemy, and you can shatter it for plus 50% total damage. Goo, just when goo is applied, it sticks enemies in place. So really good if you want to keep them in our AoEs. Same with freeze. When they're frozen, they're stuck in place. So more opportunities to get hit by our AoEs. And then all these mark skills, they're just here to add a bit of extra bonus damage. And if we can get ways to keep applying mark, let's see. Dash mark's a pretty good way of reapplying mark. We can get a lot of extra damage from our scythes. And then we've just got the scythe build, literally every single scythe talent, so it increases the likelihood of us picking them up, increases the weighting on them. And scythes, basically, whenever they're triggered, so in this case, the trinket scythe gift spawns a scythe when you use a trinket, and scythes are blades that rotate around you and deal damage every 0.5 seconds. They scale on the amount of bosses killed, so the damage will go up every time we kill a boss. And then all of these gifts just buff up scythes, essentially. We'll get more into it when we get into the run. But, oh, sorry, I didn't go through the hexes. We do not have blast on anymore, so let's get rid of blast hex. Bleed and burn. Yeah, we don't care about that. Do we have brutality at all? We don't have brutality. Okay, let's get rid of brutality then. Corrosive pool could work. Crit damage also works. Final curse we want to keep. Total bonus multiplier +1. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Mark hex, making marks deal 100% total damage. Melee hex, for obvious reasons, we're only using melee weapons. We're not doing overwhelm, so overwhelm hex can get out of here. Then we got all of the random triggering hexes. We're not... Oh, wait, yeah, we want that simple hex. Weapons total damage 100%, but you can no longer use ultra attacks. This will be incredibly good for us. Speed hex, 50% attack speed, but minus 50% total damage. This just gets us triggering our on-hit effects a lot quicker. We got weapon hex, because our main build revolves around using weapons rather than trinkets. Trinkets are just going to supplement our damage, so we're not that fussed about minus 50% total damage on trinkets. One day I'll do a trinket build, but oh, not enough memories. We need 3 more. Okay. I'll tell you what then. Let's... Oh, we've already done Echo. How about we do Alter Mark when you trigger a mark, launch an alter attack. And Burning Mark, sure. Triggering a mark applies 5 burn. Then we need 1 more. I guess we can have crits apply a curse. Alright, that's everything. Let's get stuck into it. And we're going into the Golem Gardens. Want to get those scythes early. Alright. We have the Katars and the Elder Sword as our starting weapons. Wonderful. The Elder Sword has an amazing alter attack. And the Katars have really nice attack speed. So, look at that. Basically, the Elder Sword's alter attack knocks enemies back and deals tons of damage. We got the Detonator and the Curse Trap. Fantastic for our build as well. Ooh. Advanced Ultra Attacks. Your Ultra Attacks are always chained to the maximum. Survivor saves you from death once and heals you for 100% destroyed when used. Or Damage Scythe. For every 250 base damage you deal, spawn a Scythe for 5 seconds. We are trying to do a Scythe build, so let's get the Damage Scythe. As we get our Scythe game on. Keep on the lookout for secrets. Mark zone. Do you know what? I think I want that more than the Detonator. Triggers nearby marks and strikes and marks nearby enemies. It's pretty damn good. Just like that, 1 counter attack is all it takes. Ooh, alter attack even. Your alter attack's always chained to the maximum. May as well pick that up now, even though we're not really doing an alter attack build. Although by looking at us, you would never have guessed. It's just our alter attack is the best way of triggering our Scythe at the moment to get that 250 base damage. Oh, fuck. I didn't realise we were in the AoEs there. I totally missed that. That's half our health gone, but it's chilled. Balance, and plus 0.2% for every point of max HP above your starting total. We get 5% extra damage at the moment. I do like picking this up, but we kind of want to go lean more into our Scythe build. Curse Replication, 50% of the damage you deal to a target with Final Curse is also dealt to all other targets with Final Curse. So this basically supercharges our Curse Trinket, because it automatically applies Final Curse to everyone in the area. Brutal Ultra Attacks, Chained Ultra Attack bonus times 1.75. We're not doing an alter attack build. I could pick this up and it would make us a lot better, but I'm going to reroll here. Ooh, that's rough. We got brutal alter attacks again. Proximity to make our melee weapon damage plus 35%, or criticals applying curse. Do you know what? I'm going to go hard into the rerolls. We did get a Scythe thing. Power Scythe. Scythe total damage 50% and 70% size. Randomly mark a nearby enemy foe every few seconds. This is incredibly strong, but we are doing Scythes. And then dash mark. Another great way to apply mark. Let's get powerful scythe. And we get cogs here. Okay. We pretty much just alter attack them. Ooh. Nasty, nasty. Do we need to use a potion? I think we're fine. Oh, and we get a boost. 10% damage, 25 max health and 5% trinket refill or 20% extra shells. I'm going for the max health. We could definitely do with max health at the moment. And it's what, like 20% extra max health from what we had. Pretty damn good. Mark, by the way, is an incredibly good way of us triggering the scythes, the 250 base damage. We don't really want a telepike right now. We've got a better alter attack weapon just for triggering the base damage scythe. Oh my god, are we going straight into the boss already? No, good. I was about to say, we haven't found enough secrets. Oh. I was a little bit spooked, but thankfully our alter attack just did work there. We got 10% shells looted and 25 max HP, 20% crit damage or 10% attack speed. We're going for the max HP again. Every day of the week. Especially when we're on such low health. Max HP just becomes so much more... Oh my god, what is that? Okay. Oh, that bugger put crap on the floor. That's what was damaging us. Alright. We got 5% attack speed and 15 max HP, 10% on all damage or 20% shells looted. I'm going to take the 10% damage here. That will affect our scythes, because scythes have their own damage type. They're not counted as melee damage. Ooh, hello, we get Chrono Catch. This is a new item that we unlocked in the last run. Is it better than either of these? It slows enemies and their projectiles. Honestly, I kind of like what we've got going on. What we've got going on helps us trigger our scythes really easily. And Chrono Catch is more utility, I think. We won't be triggering scythes anywhere near as quick. Okay, what do we got? Kill all enemies in less than 32 seconds. Well, we shall see about that. Another lot. We're just going to have to alter attack through all these. And we did it. Get a weapon. What is it? Better Katars. I do like it. It's only level 3 though. One level above what we've got. Doesn't deal that much extra damage. But Protector Fish. This and the Gobbling Fish are pretty much essential items for any run. Protector Fish makes us invincible for a period of time. So we absolutely want to pick that up. It's going to be key for bosses. Could either go for a gift or a gift slot. I like going gift slot, especially if it's free. Though this guy is going to be a bit frustrating with the AoEs. Get your ass over here. Okay, all it took was a couple of alter attacks. Beautiful. 5% faster trinket refill. Nah, I'm not fussed about that. It is boss time. And you bet your ass we're still doing alter attacks here. See you later, buddy. Brutal Ultra Attacks, Chained Ultra Attack bonus times 1.75. Fast Scythe, Scythe attack speed 50% and size plus 75%. Amazing. And double Ultra Attack. Triggers another Ultra Attack after the first one, dealing 50% of the original damage. We're doing a Scythe build, so Fast Scythe it is. So they should, in theory, be able to trigger off themselves, because we're creating a Scythe for every 250 base damage we do. Oh, we even... What? We even did the timer. Holy shit. And do you know what? Why not pick up Deadly Explosion? Kills stun enemies for 2 seconds. Wonderful. Trinkets refill 10% faster, 10% crit damage, and 15 max health or 20% shells. Let's go for the max HP. What's this other boost? 10% attack speed, 20% crit damage, or trinkets refill 10% faster and 25 max HP. Yes, please. Trinkets are pretty, like, not essential to the build, but they are really, really good. We can't get any... Oh, we can get an extra gift slot, so why is it not in the shop? Interesting. We would have enough money. Let's just get a health flask. And... do we care about upgrading our weapons? In all honesty, I don't think we do. I think we just carry on. Go to stage 2. We want to be on the lookout for Deadly Extension. It's a gift that triggers on kill effects at 50% of enemies' max HP and also 15% of a boss's max HP. So it's going to trigger the stuns on bosses and a lot more frequent. So it's going to basically make it so, at least in the fights leading up to the boss, most enemies should be getting stunned almost permanently. That's if we do pick it up or find it. Another Chronocatch. I like that it's size 100% and the icon is 100% bigger. But no, we don't want that. What do we got here? A little bit of a heal. And a boost. Wonderful. 5% attack speed and 15 max HP, 10% damage, or 15% trinket refill. I'm going to go for 10% damage. The flat damage feels good to me. Oh, there's more. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Another boost. Damn. 10% flat damage, 10% attack speed, or 10% crit damage and 15 max HP. I don't believe that our scythes deal crit damage, so I'm just going to go for 10% flat damage here. We're already on 30% flat damage, so that means that our scythes are dealing 30% more damage, and I will actually pick up the fish knife instead of the katars here. The katars are great because they got fast attack speed, but so does the fish knife. And the fish knife deals way more damage at level 4 than the katars do at level 2. So all in all, great upgrade. Great little secret area for us there. There's a couple of gifts that we need. Oh, is it worth spending 200 to get 5% extra damage? Do you know what? Yeah. I think it is. It's the weakest of the buffs, like, that you can get. 5% is the lowest flat damage I believe you can get. But, you know, it's better than no. Okay. Any more lovely little secrets want to show themselves? As we just explode everyone. No, doesn't look like there is. That's a big ass robot. Oh. Did that guy didn't get stunned? We killed an enemy and the turret didn't get stunned. Oh, level 4 katars. Held attacks are much faster. You know, I'm tempted. Do you know what? Sure. We'll pick up the level 4 katars. I do think the katars, for this build anyway, are probably better than... Oh shit. The fish knife. Okay. Are we heading to the boss? No. We get a hex. Simple hex, weapons, total damage plus 100%, but you can no longer use alter attacks. Maybe. Random eroding hex, total damage plus 50%, but every kill reduces the value by 2.5%. That's only 20 kills. This basically becomes nothing almost instantly. Speed hex, attack speed 50%, but weapon and trinket total damage minus 50%. Now, I'm pretty sure Scythe doesn't count as weapons. But the simple hex will mean that we're triggering the damage scythe a lot more. We'd probably have to get rid of advanced alter attacks. Sure, let's take the simple hex again. And that, I think, means that we switch. Ah, but the Elder Sword, it actually does less DPS. Okay, we'll try and find a better big weapon. Can't use alter attacks anymore. But we're fine. We're still doing lovely damage. More katars. Yeah, they're worse versions than what we have. We're not applying bleed, so the damage buff to bleed was irrelevant. Need to remember we don't have alter attacks. I tried to do an alter attack then and was a little bit confused as to why it didn't work. Yeah, I don't want the detonator. I think what we've got, the trinkets we have at the moment are better for us, for this build. Are we already at the boss? I think this is an elite before the boss. Yeah, let's get a better weapon. We gotta forget about alter attacks, Mamiya. Come on, I keep trying to. Right, get a better weapon or a better curse trap that spawns a scythe. Game, don't do this to me. Fish knife with 20% attack speed is incredibly good. But so is a curse trap. So this curse trap does 4.2% extra damage per curse. So that's 84% extra damage when we deploy this. Because it's 4.2 times 10 doubled. Whereas this is 6. So this goes to 60%. And then double to 120. So you do 120% damage. Yeah. That multiplier is too good to say no to. We do already have a level 4 weapon as well, so... Oh my god, it's not even boss time yet. Okay. Ignore me. Our scythes are They're going hard. 20% crit damage and 15 max HP. 15% all damage or 20% shells looted. I'm going to skip the HP again and go for 15% all damage. Get that money. I keep pressing triangle just like muscle memory to do the alter attacks. Ooh. I was a little bit worried we were going to get hit there, but turns out we were completely fine. A weapon as a reward. Okay. You are a bugger, so... Okay. That is that. And we get a heavy blade here. I don't know whether or not it's worth re-rolling. Maybe we want to use a heavy blade. It's a lot of damage. Yeah. Let's switch out the Elder Sword. We're not going to be using that again. Unless we pick it up. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to be using the heavy blade now. To trigger those scythes. Okay. Sorry, abrupt cut in the video there. I just had a pop-up from Google Chrome come up. So, yeah. Oh, thankfully we dodged that. Nice. Okay. We two-shot that dude. Beautiful. Weakening Curse. Your team's curse reduces foes' damage by 2% per stack. And by 40% during final curse. So, with our trinket... This is always 40% damage reduction. It is pretty damn good. Super alter attacks are irrelevant for us at the moment because we disabled alter attacks and then we got cursed replication. 50% of the damage you deal to a target with final curse is also dealt to all other targets with final curse. This is amazing AoE, but I'm going to reroll. Hell yeah. We got Persistent Scythe. Scythe duration is increased by 1% of your base damage. So I think this encourages us, essentially, to use big heavy weapons. Because I think they're the things that... Oh, actually, base damage isn't affected before bonuses debuffs gear level. But I still think this is incredibly strong. Alter Mark. When you trigger a mark, launch an alter attack. I think this gets through the curse that we have. So we can't alter attack. However, this triggers an alter attack. So I think this gets past the restriction from our curse. Then we got Lifesteal Flask. Health Flasks activate a lifesteal effect that heals the team 10% of base damage for 10 seconds. This is really good as well, but we're going for Persistent Scythe. And we're saying bye-bye to advanced alter attack since we cannot alter attack. But our... oh, we found a secret by accident there. Yeah, our scythes should be lasting a rather long time. We got 10% faster trinket refill, 20% crit damage, or 5% damage and 15 max HP. I'm going for the max HP and damage here. And then we absolutely annihilated that dude. And we got scythes. Ooh, it's boss time. Okay. Wait for the trinkets to refill and let's go. Let's just pop everything ASAP. Oh, no way. Fuck. Fuck my ass. Let's go. Alright, what weapons have we got? Eyeblade and Elder Sword. Both fantastic weapons. I think that Eyeblade is a better alter attack weapon, and the Elder Sword is just better for slapping. It has a really good alter attack as well. Then our trinkets are mark zone. When triggered, it marks enemies. A mark just means that whenever you hit them, it deals damage equal to the mark damage. So that's 140 damage in this case. And we got Blade Storm, which is essentially going to be another scythe, hopefully for us. Let's see if we can get a good way of triggering scythes. None of these trigger scythes. Ooh. Kill spawn a scythe and using a trinket spawns a scythe. Or advanced alter attacks. Your alter attack's always chained to the maximum. I think we want to go for Deadly Scythe right now. And then Trinket Scythe maybe we can pick up later. Yeah, let's get Deadly Scythe. Kill spawn a scythe for 5 seconds that deal 21 damage that scales with the amount of bosses killed. Alright. Anything good in the chest? No, thank you. We are going to be using alter attacks a little bit. Basically, just until we get our build more set up. Ooh, Sharp Sisters, though. I think that's way, way better than the Elder Sword as a primary weapon. They got a higher attack speed, so it's easier for us to... Oh, and that's a secret. Okay. It's easier for us to get our alter attack off. And not get hit in the process. We're going speedy. Alright. We may miss some secrets. But, you know, sometimes you gotta be Sonic, don't you? Gotta go fast. Boost stock. Nice. Oh, and another secret. And another... We get a boost just after we get boost stock. So loot, shells loot by the team, 20% and 25 max HP, 30% crit damage, or 50 max HP. That's a 50% increase in our HP there. Just gotta keep dodging. Oh, he's not dead yet. Okay, we can crystallize him, thankfully. Is that gonna be an elite here? No. Is that all the enemies? I feel like one of them like flew off the edge without our help. Alright, what do we got? Kill all enemies in less than 32 seconds. I feel like that can be arranged. Let's crystallize. Okay. Ooh. Took a little bit of a hit there. But we get Boss Killer. Total damage plus 35% against bosses. Trinket Scythe. Using a trinket spawns a scythe for 8 seconds. And Cursed Criticals. Criticals apply 1 curse. It's got to be Trinket Scythe, doesn't it? We want to be spamming our trinkets to get as many scythes as we can. Hopefully that's going to basically be a way to speed through levels. From when I've played it before, oh, we're definitely going for the boost here. Oh, shit. But it's a tough elite. Yeah, when I played the Scythe build before, it's very, very good at clearing rooms. This guy, on the other hand, I hate these AoEs. It makes it so hard to hit them and slows down your time insanely. But we get 2 boosts for it. 10% crit damage and 15 max HP. 10% on all damage or 50 max HP. Obviously we go for the 50 max HP. 10% trinket refill, 20% crit damage or 5% damage and 15 max HP. Now, we're taking the damage here. As much as I'd like 20% damage on crits, I'm not entirely sure that scythes deal crit damage, but we'll see. Random Chrysalis Hex. Dash cooldown 300%. After 25 enemy kills, transform it into gain 2 gift slots. Okay. Random Eroding Hex. 75% total crit damage, but every kill reduces the value by 3.5%. So after 20 kills, this becomes nothing. I really don't like these hexes. They seem way too short term. And Mark Hex. Marks deal 100% total damage, but your weapons can only trigger them with crits. We are not doing a Mark build. Mark is supplementing our build here. So we don't want to build, like, have everything built around it. I think I'm going to go for Random Chrysalis Hex. Yeah, we'll have lower dash cooldown, most probably going straight into the boss. However, don't think it's gonna matter a huge amount. We don't need a detonator, that's just gonna kill us quicker. We gotta kill 24 enemies. Okay. We got anything else going on? Ooh, the timer is going down. Oh shit, better use a pot. Got him. 19 enemies to go. Nah. We got to be close to the boss now, surely. Okay. We get 2 boosts, though. That's incredible. 10% shells looted and 25 max HP, 10% attack speed, or 10% refill. Trinket refill. Let's get the max HP and 20% crit damage, 10% attack speed, or 5% damage and 15 max HP. Oh, and a secret here. Is there any more to it? No. I don't think we're going to be getting the speed chest on this stage. We got to get there and do the boss in like 40 seconds. Ooh. Yeah, I don't want the goo brush. The goo brush is okay. But at the moment, it doesn't really fit what we're going for. So much slower. Yeah, the 300% dash time increase is causing us to take a lot more damage. But it's worth it. We'll end up with 2 extra gift slots, and that is bloody massive. 20% extra shells looted by the team, 5% more max damage, and 15 max HP, or 15% trinket refill. We're going for the max HP and damage again. Ooh, is that a secret over there? No. Okay, we all got him. We got 6 enemies left. Is there going to be 6 enemies before the boss? Hopefully we'll get... Oh, no. It is the boss now. I'm just going to wait another 5 seconds before my trinket's up. And then we can jump in and pop them straight away. One more alter attack should do it. Yeah, nice. And we get a boost as well. Wonderful. 5% trinket refill and 25 max HP, 20% crit damage, or 15% on all damage. We're actually taking the damage this time. Ooh, super ultra attacks. Ultra attack bonus times 1.5. We got Deadly Explosion. Kills create an explosion that stuns for 2 seconds. That's super useful for Deadly Scythe as well, because it will push us more in the direction of getting Deadly Extension, which means our kill effects, like Deadly Explosion and Deadly Scythe, trigger when an enemy hits 50% of their max HP, or every time a boss loses 15% of their max HP. So it just makes it trigger a lot more. Or we can get Unstable. When hit, creates an explosion that stuns 2 seconds and deals 400% of the damage. I'm going to go for Deadly Explosion here. It fits our build a little bit better. And with 2 extra gift slots, I think we're going to be able to take a few bonus items. We got 700. So that's basically 400 for a gift slot at the shop. And then we got 300 double alter attacks. Nah. We don't want to spend our money on alter attack stuff. Even though they're good. Triggers another alter attack after the first one, dealing 50% of the original damage. We're not building around alter attacks. The question is, do we want to upgrade our gear? I think I'm going to save my money, in all honesty. If only there was a potion. I'd have bought a potion here. But yeah, I think we're good saving our money. We've only got 5 more enemies to kill before we get our dash cooldown back. And let's go into Act 2. Now, I'm hoping that the bonus 2 gift slots here don't include the locked one we have. So if we get it, basically, if another row of gift slots appears, we know that this gain 2 gift slots isn't going to include the locked gift slot. I'll be very disappointed, because essentially that just means that we get 1 extra gift slot rather than 2. But it shouldn't work that way. A little trick as well that I found super handy is the small enemies. So in this map, they're these little robot guys. See how they explode? If you have kills stun enemies, they trigger them, even though they're not technically enemies. So you can get all of the enemies that are going to hit you in an area stunned if there's like these little tiny mobs around the zone that you're fighting. But yeah, this stun... Oh shit, that's a lot of damage. I was going to say that the stun is keeping us alive for the time being. It's making these fights a lot more manageable. Oh, we have our gift slots now. Yes, it did just add 2 extra gift slots. Nice. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Ooh. And level 4 Katars. Honestly, do we keep them? No, I think the Sharp Sisters actually have more going for them, even though they're only level 3. They deal more DPS and have plus 40% crit damage. Sorry, Katars, you are a good weapon and all. Just, not what we want right this very second. Another gift slot. Why not? Let's get all our gift slots out of the way. We got 4 left. So we'll be on the hunt for gifts. Good thing is we're getting a lot of boosts. 20% crit damage and 15 max HP, 10% attack speed or 20% shells looted. Yeah, let's get a bit of crit damage. our weapons deal crit damage, so it's still going to be a chunk of damage. We get a better... Oh, we don't even have a curse trap at the moment. And it's got 100% size. Awesome. We definitely want that over the Blade Storm. It's got a lower cooldown as well. Curse trap basically applies final curse to everyone in an area. And curse makes you deal a percentage extra damage per stack of curse. So in this case, this curse trap gives you 6% extra damage per stack of curse. But this automatically applies final curse, which is 10 stacks of curse. That multiplies the bonus by 2. So rather than 60% total damage, it's 120% extra damage for enemies inside the cursed area. It's a big stonking buff and is gonna really, really help our scythes. Just be cranking out that damage. Let's just... Oh, and the area's huge as well. You love to see that. Cool. Get away from the slap hand. Not quite, my friend. A level 4 Eye Blade. Can I really say no to that? We are doing ultra attacks. It even gives bonus to the ultra attack damage. Oh, I'm so tempted. A bomb. 700 damage is a lot of damage, but I think we can get more damage with what we've got. The Mark Zone and the Curse Trap here. 700 damage is a lot, though. Let's pick up the Eye Blade and just replace what we've got. Now our Eye Blade ultra attack's going to do even more damage. Can we get a gift? It's a boost. We're getting a lot of boosts today. Oh, laser beams got us good there. Let's just pop. We got 10% damage, 20% crit damage, or 5% faster trinket refill and 25 max HP. Let's go for faster trinket refill and 25 max HP. Bear in mind we have the gift that is whenever we use a trinket, we spawn a scythe. So the lower the refill rate or recharge rate on the trinkets, the more we can spam them and the more scythes we can get. Oh, we're getting punched. But luckily, there is healing over there. I think I'm getting donked on a little bit for the sisters, I keep wanting to call them scissor sisters. The sharp sisters. I'm not 100% confident with these weapons, so I think I just need to do a little bit more practice and get a little bit more used to them, because I'm pressing the ultra attack button before we finished the combo, so it's making me take a bit of damage. But the boost, we have 10% attack speed, 20% shells looted, or 10% crit damage and 15 max HP. I think we go for shells looted actually here. Let's get a bit of healing, and honestly, I think I'm gonna swap out the sharp sisters for the heavy blade. It's slower at getting that ultra attack off, but it does so much more damage. Oh yeah, we are rinsing guys now. And finally, the gift hath arrived. We have Spread Mark. Marks trigger again on all nearby foes for 50% of their damage. We got Super Alter Attacks. Alter Attack bonuses times 1.5. Or merged scythe. Scythes merge and combine their duration and damage. Scythe total damage plus 20% with an additional 5% for each one merged. And it can merge up to 8 times. So this is where the spam becomes real. We should start dealing a ton of damage with our scythes. Get them merged, and they should last quite a while as well. Because it refreshes the duration gets added on, should I say. Lovely jubbly. Level 4 heavy blade or level 4 mark zone. Well, we only have a level 2 mark zone at the moment, and that relaunches after a second, which means it's going to trigger nearby marks and apply new marks. I think that's better than... Yeah, we have a better heavy blade at the moment because 40% attack speed on the heavy blade is exactly what we want since we're using it for ultra attacks. Granted, crit damage is great, but no, we've got to take the mark zone. 200 damage on mark there is, it is quite tasty. Let's get some cogs. And take them out just like that. We even get a boost. 10% damage, 20% crit damage, or 10% shells and 25 max HP. Let's get more shells. I have a feeling we're going to need shells. And it is Boss Arenio time. What are you going to do? Just want to get out of the way of him with the laser beams. Oh yeah, I forgot that the stun's going to trigger. Oh yeah, those explosions are rough, but we got him. And we even got our trinkets off. Wow, that absolutely rinsed that guy. Christ. 5% attack speed and 15 max HP. 10% trinket refill or 75 max HP. I don't think I've ever said no to 75 max HP before. It's just too damn good. Upgrading Crystallize. Every Crystallize permanently increases your damage by 2%. Reduced to 1% after 200%. This is fantastic. Although we're about halfway through the run now, so it's more important to get this early on. Lifesteal flasks. Activate lifesteal health flask, sorry, activate lifesteal effect that heals the team 10% of the base damage. Really, really good. Trinket, use the trinket marks all nearby foes. Kind of, they don't fit the scythe build to any of these, but I think rather than re-rolling, trinket mark is good. So let's get trinket mark. Ooh, hello. There's some remains there. I wonder what happened. It certainly wasn't me dying at that boss. Couldn't have been. But we managed to get through that without using a potion. Not quite quick enough for the speed chest, but that's fine. Right, what we got? We got 900 money to deal with. Spread mark. Mark triggers again on all nearby foes for 50% of their damage. I do like this. We could pick it up. Trinket refills 5% faster. Curse trap. What have we got? Our curse trap is level 4. This gives us 45 max HP and faster refill time. I am tempted. But I think what we're going to go for is a gobbling fish. The gobbling and protector fishes are just crucial to any run. They just help with boss fights immeasurably and elite fights. Just having time to relax a bit more and not worry about dodging everywhere. I find it crucial anyway. We'll get health flask recharge. and then we don't have any money, so let's jog on. We get bonus stuff in the sanctuary, so let's go. See if we can get any new unlocks. Enemies are incredibly difficult here, so this is a good test of our build. Oh, 2 boosts from that. Beautiful. Okay, 5% trinket refill and 25 max HP, 10% attack speed or 50 max HP. Gotta be the 50 max HP. 10% crit damage and 15 max HP, 30% shells looted, or 10% attack speed. I'm actually gonna go for the shells looted here. I want to upgrade my weapons and... Oh, what an idiot taking damage there. Yeah, I want to upgrade my weapons, and obviously that's going to cost money. We just need more options for gifts, because we still have 2 slots. Oh, I hate you and your shitty slam attacks. But you're giving us boosts. Oh, wow. Okay, we've got 20% shells looted, 75 max HP, or 5% damage and 15 max HP. I don't decline 50 max HPs, so I don't know what you were doing thinking that I'd decline 75 max HP. No chance in hell. We're at a really nice amount of HP as well. And just like that, they're gone. Ah, there definitely feels like there's a secret somewhere around here. Okay. Boost, please? No, we got a blade storm. I think I gotta say no to that. We've got good trinkets at the moment. We don't need to be messing around with it. Alright. The long road to hell. That's just... Ooh, 63 damage. That's a lot more than I expected. One hit off being crystallized. We got 10% crit, 15 max HP, 20% shells looted, and 10% faster trinket refill. Let's go for max HP and crit damage. We're on 550 max HP. I think that is like more than I've had in the past couple of runs. Oh, come on. Can't go through that waterfall. Complete bait. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting a flask recharge. Are you kidding me? Even though now we're skint. Worth it. What do we got? Oh, it's this big boy. Alright. Don't worry, mate. We'll sort you out, no problem. And we got a gift. Lifesteal Flask. Health Flasks activate lifesteal effect that heals the team 10% of base damage. Weakening Curse for a 40% damage reduction during final curse or 30% boost enhance. I think we re-roll here. And we got Alter Mark. When you trigger a mark, launch an alter attack. I am tempted. Oh, it launches an alter attack signal. Right, okay. So it allows us to alter attack, but we still have to press the button. Proximity, melee weapons, total damage, 35%. or unstable. When hit, creates an explosion that stuns for 2 seconds and deals 400% of the damage. Let's get altar mark. It's going to trigger on our trinkets. So we should be able to open up with an altar attack, yeah. Oh, and that helped so much. 2 boosts again. We're getting insanely lucky. Oh, I think it's actually... I say we're getting insanely lucky. It's the boost stock in it that's giving us loads of boosts. 10% flat damage. 5% faster trinket refill and 25 max HP. Or 20% total crit damage. I think we just take 10% flat damage. Because, once again, I don't think our scythes can crit. We get 20% shells looted, 10% flat damage and 15 max HP or 10% attack speed. Once again, we go for the flat damage. Try and bump up the damage of our scythes as much as we can. And I definitely want a gift here. Okay, just... Have we got another wave of dudes? We do. Thankfully, our scythes and trinkets just took them out then. Oh boy, we got fast scythe. Scythe attack speed plus 50% and size plus 75%. We're going to have a huge scythe. Persistent curse, final curse duration plus 4 seconds. Honestly, pretty amazing. Necromancy kills heal you for 4%. Also, incredibly good, but we got to go for the fast scythe here. We are doing a scythe build, so getting the attack speed of that up by 50% and 20%, no, sorry, 75% extra size. We're going to have a giant AoE around us. It'll be glorious. Yeah, nice. 200 and odd damage a tick there, every 0.5 seconds. Ooh. Okay, I think... What's going to deal more damage here? I think the Elder Sword ends up dealing more damage, even though the Ultra Attack bonus is higher for the Eye Blade. But I could be wrong. Yeah, let's try the Elder Sword anyway. Bye-bye, Eye Blade. You were good to us while you lasted. No longer. Oh, okay. That's a cheeky secret. Very well hidden. We got 10% crit damage and 15 max HP, 50 max HP, or 10% attack speed. You know what? Do we take the attack speed here? Oh, I think this attack speed actually affects our scythes. Yeah, scythe attack speed. Let's go for 10% attack speed. And just like that. Do we not get a boost from him? We still have boost stock. Was that not an elite arena? Apparently not. Wonderful. Our scythe should be popping off. Oh, we're getting close to the boss. No, it's just an elite. And we got him just like that. Double boost us. 20% shells looted, 5% damage and 15 max HP or 10% attack speed. I'm going attack speed again. 5% damage and 15 max HP, 20% crit damage or 10% trinket refill. I'll go for the max HP and all damage there. We're just trying to basically put as many boosts as we can into upgrading our scythes. And ain't that a beautiful sight when everything just spawns and immediately dies? You gotta love that. We got 10% trinket refill, 5% attack speed and 15 max HP, or 20% crit damage. More attack speed, please. We've nearly got 600 max HP. We are chonky. Now, I want you to be eaten before you do anything silly, my friend. That's the wonders of a gobblefish, and there we go. Boss went down like a sack of shit there. 5% attack speed and 15 max HP, 20% shells looted or 50 max HP. I think we can start going more and more into attack speed now. We're on 25%. Yeah, let's get more. Gift, we got Cursed Replication. 50% of the damage you deal to a target with Final Curse is also dealt to all other targets with Final Curse. Complete Crystallize. Weak foes can be crystallized by the team. Pretty good. Weakening Curse. The team's curse reduces foes' damage by 2% per stack and by 40% during Final Curse. I am tempted. The only thing is, these don't do a whole heck of a lot for us. Yeah. I think I'm just going to sell. We'll take the money and go to the shop. We could have re-rolled there. But, you know, I think I'd rather save my money. Maybe get a better weapon. Or, I mean, there's guitars. Guitars are pretty good. Advanced ultra attacks. We're not really doing ultra attacks, so not massively interested. 5% damage for 200. Is that worth it? I still kind of like the heavy blade that we've got going at the moment. But I will. Let's get the 5% damage boost. Then we've got 800 to work with here. So, upgrade the Elder Sword. And do we upgrade the Curse Trap or the Mark Zone? I think the Mark Zone. They're both level 4. Yeah, let's upgrade the Mark Zone so it deals more damage and makes a corrosive pool for 6 seconds now. The corrosive pool is an area that deals corrosive damage every 0.38 seconds. So it's 27 damage every 0.38 seconds for 6 seconds. Which is like 400 damage, I think. If the enemy stays inside the corrosion pool. And then we go to the final stage. The Incubator. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that attack before. Just a spin around from the tentacle. I thought they normally just do a slap attack. Apparently not. Absolutely wailed on them. We're going to want our gobbling fish back for the very final boss. There's another boost. Come on, finish him off before he can do anything. Nice, double boost. 10% attack speed, 10% trinket refill, and 25 max HP, or 20% crit damage. Let's go for more attack speed. Think I'm becoming attack speed pilled here. 20% crit damage, 5% to all damage, and 15 max HP, or 10% attack speed. We're on 40% attack speed. You better believe I'm going for attack speed again. I'm not 100% sure if it affects the scythes, but the way it read, it should affect the attack speed of the scythes. And just like that is gonzo. Yeah, the scythes feel like they're spinning a lot faster now. Oh. That just melted him. Holy crap. Are we going to get another enemy? Nope. Level 6 Eye Blade. 40% attack speed, but minus 20% total damage. But it's got plus 35% total damage. Yeah, I think it's time to upgrade from the Elder Sword. I know we did upgrade it. We spent money in the shop, but we got an Eye Blade. Shit. That was the sound of a chest, I'm sure. Maybe not. I'm pretty sure that was the sound of a chest opening. Oh, you're not even going to get one attack off, my friend. Not today. We don't even need to spam our trinkets there. Oh, level 6 fish knife, though. It does a lot less damage. Yeah, I think we stick with the heavy blade. Fish knife is really good. It's quicker than the heavy blade. But we got good stuff going on with the heavy blade at the moment. Don't want to rock the boat too much. Yo, your explosions are horrible. Shells looted 10% and 25 max HP. 10% more damage or 10% trinket refill. I think we just go for damage here. 610 is so much HP. I might as well pick this up because I have no use for cogs now. I've unlocked everything. So we're just waiting for more updates to the game before I can use cogs again. So we may as well just use them in runs. And bye-bye Detonator, we are definitely not using you. We have real good trinkets for our build at the moment. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. We just... As soon as we popped our trinkets, there we go, that was it. Everyone went into crystallize. So we just popped them like that. Beautiful. This costs as well. Our trinkets are spawning scythes. Oh my god, what hit us there? Okay, we're going to have to... I'm getting hit by God knows what here. Oh, dude, you deal so much damage. Holy moly. 50 max HP, 25 max HP, and 10% attack speed. Let's go for the 10% attack speed. We got a fish knife. And is that just a straight up upgrade of what we have? I think it is. 40% attack speed, minus 20 total damage. Or we could go for the fish knife. Last hit is a critical. Nah, I think we stick with the heavy blade. It is essentially a 2-level increase on what we have. So we got damage. Kill all enemies in less than however many seconds. Ooh, spooky. We got him. 230 health. I need to remember that. I've got so much max health because I'm seeing the bar and seeing it being below half health and thinking to myself, oh shit, very nearly dead here, but thankfully we're not. Survivor saves you from death once and heals you 100%, destroyed when used. We got advanced alter attacks. Your alter attacks are always chained to the maximum, and persistent scythe. Scythe duration is increased by 1% of your base damage. We absolutely want that. Now the question is, what do we get rid of for it? I think we probably get rid of boost stock. We've had... How much are we using alter mark though? When you trigger a mark, launch an alter attack. Yeah, I think it's time to get rid of boost stock. It's been good to us. We've had a load of extra boosts. Oh, and this is the shop anyway. Okay. We can't get any more boosts. There's a pot. We immediately buy the pot. Arc zone there. 220 damage. That's 300 damage. That also relaunch. I mean, that's just a better version of what we've got on. Upgrading Crystallize is a bit of a spit in the face to get so late. I think we upgrade our Curse Trap and then go to the boss. We're going to use a potion first. And let's do middle, left, and then right. See how badly we can rinse him. Okay. Pop you again. Used it. And we got him. Right. Time for our third and final guy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the hell? What hit us there? It's gonna stab. Come on. We're so close. Nice. Okay. So, that was the Scythe build, guys. You gotta concentrate hard for those bosses. They're a bit of pain in the ass. But nice. That's, we're popping off a little bit there. Yeah. This video is always... Oh, as always, the runs are pretty damn long, so I don't think we're going to be looping. If you guys want to see me do a loop run, then do let me know. Because I'm not opposed to it. It's just whether or not people can be asked watching like a 2-hour-long video. But yeah, that has been the Scythe build, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I have. Yeah, if you want to try it out at home, we got the Deadly Scythe, the Trinket Scythe, Deadly Explosions, the Merged Scythe, the Trinket Mark, the Altar Mark, the Persistent Scythe, and the Fast Scythe. So almost all of the Scythe talents we got. And yeah, let's head back to the Ark, and that is going to be it for today's video, guys. But thank you so much for tuning in, and of course, if you liked what you see, then don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, all the usual jazz. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.